Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS. It's time for Owin's Field Report, sponsored by Les Schwab Tire Centers.
Now, as a lot of you have caught on here the last month and a half or so, Saturdays for me are all about soccer. Yep, and they won again. They're undefeated. Pretty cool. Not that it's the only, well, it's pretty much up there. Anyway, I didn't get out on the water yesterday. A lot of reports, though, that I were getting were, based on the conditions, there was some fish caught. We actually got that report this morning. If you missed our opening segment, Richard had mentioned that he caught some fish down there in the lower channel and lots of boats. To hear 70 on the water in these conditions, it's kind of impressive. That's quite a few boats, and everybody is pretty well aware of what the conditions are like, but we're going to show you those. Let's just go right through the fish counts again. I don't believe that they've updated, and they have not, the Willamette. We got a message, I think yesterday or the day before, asking about if somebody can go on and watch the videos as well when they are counting these, because if you're unaware, they actually record the migration over the falls, and then they do their count. So it's not the same setup as what they do at Bonneville Dam. There is not access to that I'm aware of. But if that individual is watching, if you find something like that, let us know. Reach out to Ryan, because I'd love to be able to pull that up. But still, at 25-28, I don't want to show the 10-year average for this yet. Hopefully, with things changing, we're going to see a mass migration here in the next couple of weeks, but we'll see how that goes. Taking a look at Bonneville. Still a very good number. It did go down from the day before. There could be a number of reasons for that, but we're still well in front of last year when you're talking about, and in front of the 10-year average, which is interesting all by itself. So this is still very, very positive. You all saw the show yesterday, hopefully, where I tried to pin down Bill Monroe Jr. on does he believe we're going to get back out there in May? And he wouldn't answer the question. Probably a good reason not to answer the question, but we are well ahead of where we were last year. So again, you can just hold out hopes that we might be able to get out on the Columbia before they're all gone, as we all know. And here's what I'm referring to. You can see that spike from Friday, this being yesterday's number. So it did drop down about 1,000 fish over Bonneville. But hey, we're still in front of the numbers for last year, which is that blue line. And we did get back out in May then. So we'll see if that might come back around. Hopefully, cross your fingers. This is what we get to look forward to on the Willamette. It is going to bounce up close to the 15s. Now, we don't have the tributaries from the Willamette Valley in here right now, but all those actually kind of crested out as far as what their forecasts were. They're still going up through today, but they're not expected to go up as high as what they had forecasted, although the Willamette is certainly still forecasted to go up there quite a bit, and that's certainly enough to blow it out when you're referring to clarity, right? When you get, yeah, there you go. Turbidity did spike a bit, and this is real-time stuff within the last hour or so. So you're seeing quite a bit of a bounce there. So we'll see. I would expect that this is going to get well over 12, which is kind of our threshold when you're talking about clarity, and that'll probably be somewhere around Tuesday-ish. But we'll just have to see. It doesn't seem like things are going out as quickly as you might expect, but it's still a little early for that rise. So if you're trying to decide, like on that prime day, to take a day off of work or to get out on the water, whatever it might be, I'd still be leaning more towards Wednesday, Thursday. It just really depends on how things actually pan out. But towards the latter part of the week, if you're going to save a day, that Thursday, Friday might be the time, and the weather's supposed to be fantastic. We'll find out if that's going to hold true from Katie here in just a little bit. Columbia, yep, it's going to bounce up a little bit. And for those folks that are spending their time chasing pike minnow, these are the things to pay attention to. We'll talk more about that with Eric Winther from that Pike Minnow Reward Program here in just a little bit. Turbidity did bounce a little bit, but again, not really much of a big deal, unfortunately. Now, one of my favorite places to chase any species of fish, and of course kokanee, is Merwin. There's an upcoming derby that's happening. This is actually a really cool one. The Amboy Firefighters Association, the Volunteer Association, has got a derby going on out of Spelei. Say that 3 times fast. That's the main boat launch there on Merwin. This is actually going to be held. This is the 11th annual, Saturday, May 11th. You can just sign in. You don't have to pre-register or anything like that. It's a really cool operation. 50% of the proceeds go to everyone that's fishing, and then the other 50% goes to their Santa fund for their Christmas fund. So pretty darn cool. You can help out very good organizations that help keep everybody up there safe when you're talking about their volunteer firefighters. Also, don't forget, bug Jason Hambley. That's a t-shirt. We might have to get that one made. Get a hold of the guys over there at Steelheader. Jason at Procure. Send them an email. Tell them you want to have a chance to win that prize pack. Every Monday, we'll announce that here. I try my best, every Monday they pick them. Every Saturday, I try to make sure we get that name out there because, yes, it is a real thing, everyone. And we really do appreciate Procure putting that together for us because they do send them out. Can we take one of these calls or should we hold on? Let's go to Katie. All right, let's check out what Katie Suniga has got for us. Katie, that forecast that you had yesterday, I am a huge fan of because we're going to get snow and some rain.
Yep.
Are we still going to get that warm weather?
Yep, we are. In fact, we already had snow. We had almost 9 inches. So we had 6 inches from yesterday at 5 a.m. to 5 a.m. this morning. Then we've had another 3 inches up here since just 5 a.m. That's why we have that first alert day for the Cascades this morning, as the travel is just not amazing right now. It's not the safest. And then we will see a bit more snow as the snow levels drop for us tomorrow morning into Tuesday morning, and then that ridge starts building in, so you can see the impact of that warmer air that we're expecting to come in, just going up, 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 and up. How much new snow could we see? Well, we're going to see a little. You're noticing that there is some snow building through today, but really once we get to tomorrow morning, that next round comes in, and when it's all said and done from about where we are to Tuesday morning, this is one of the more conservative models showing 2 at Government Camp and 9 at Timberline. There's some that are showing a little more in both areas, but still expecting snow. That's the bottom line. Through today till about 2 o'clock, you can expect the showers much lighter than yesterday. We've already seen that. And then you go through till about 7 o'clock, things break up. Then there's that next round. Then once we get into Tuesday, that's when things start changing. And you notice here, some showers off and on through the next couple of days. If we get through, that is that Tuesday night, maybe another ½ inch. We got 8 tenths of an inch yesterday, almost 9 tenths. This is what we're watching for. This is what we need to see how it behaves, because this is what could bring all of that warm air in, and this is what's impacting that 7-day forecast to look something like this. Now, keep in mind, when we're standing together next Saturday, I want to, see where things change as they progress over the week, because that's flirting with 90 on Saturday.
I don't know if I'm a fan of that so quickly, going from 55 degrees to near 90.
I know, it's like one thing is not like the other. Weather whiplash, how do you want to say it?
Hey, whatever it takes to get out with the flip-flops, I'm happy with that. I know I keep going back to that, Katie, but it's a real thing. It's actually a thing for us.
So right in here is when the flip-flops come out, or is it more in here for you?
It's right there. I'm saying Tuesday.
Tuesday?
If it's not going to be too cold, I'm happy with wet feet. I don't care. Katie, thank you very much. Have a great week, okay?
See you on Saturday.
All right, we're going to cut to a break. When we come back, we actually have a question for Eric, this Gary from somewhere, and then also another question about Hag Lake, so we're going to try to get to that as well. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to have Eric Winther here. We're going to talk about the recently opened Pike Minnow Reward Program that you can jump in and participate and have fun. Family, friends, maybe make a living at it if you want to. Show you a way that you can make money helping salmon and steelhead get out of the Columbia River. We'll be right back.
Outdoor GPS is brought to you by P-Line, because we fish, by Hawken Fishing, perfection in fishing gear, and by Haxton's Canvas and Upholstery, the trusted name of the Pacific Northwest.